What's good, world? We back. Another episode, man. Hey, today I'm glad to be here because this brother, man, like for real, like reached out to him, man, and I'm glad he came through. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find good people. Right. You know what I'm saying? People who are inspirational at that as well to do something, short notice. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it, you know what I'm saying? To be real, I'm transparent on here. We talked about it, you know what I'm saying? But it was still short notice. So definitely appreciate my guy Ron coming through to bless the Eternity Living podcast today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bro. Hey, from the Bull.
From the Bull City.
From the Bull. And so first things first, kids, if you watch, I know y'all be tuning in. That's in Durham, man. Realize this, man. It's more than what y'all see.
Way more.
It's more than what y'all see out here. And I know it's hard, but understand that as pioneers, because I consider us pioneers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely being in different places and doing different things. You know what I'm saying? Which we're going to get into that and let the people know what you do. But, from the places we travel, you know what I'm saying? We were stuck in a Durham mindset.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? There's other things that we could have done. You know what I'm saying? Like, my best friend was rolling 30. I had another one blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? The whole selling drugs. You come from that. And then you got your good people. You got your older heads that you hang out with. So, like, we could have really went a different route, bro.
Yeah, really could have been out here banging.
Tough.
Banging real tough, yeah.
Easy, too.
In jail, yeah,
hey,
bro.
Back in the day, so I don't know if you remember this, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. Like in elementary school, remember Bow Wow, he was out, you know what I'm saying? He was crip walking, everybody was like sea walking. Yeah. Yo, it was so easy to like be a game banger then because we was young, but we had people that, was in school with us at a young age, middle school, whatever, who were already active, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a big deal, because you didn't really know what you was getting yourself into. You just down the hallway, crip walking. Right?
Yeah, you're right, man, because I'm not going to lie, I wanted to be a crip, I think, with middle school.
For real?
Huh?
That's heavy.
It is, bro. I really wanted to be, because crips was cool. It was getting all the girls, it's getting all the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mainly getting all the girls, and, that's just, your environment.
Yeah.
That's what you see, so.
It's crazy because I know, going to school, we grew up with a lot of East Durham people, EDC, that was a big thing, right there in the East. Like, and it's tough because, Rochelle, they Bloods, they made their mark, but, you had a lot of Crip neighborhoods, you had a lot of folk, so it was easy, you know what I'm saying, to kind of get involved. I wanted to be involved because you seen it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was getting all the money. And the girls, I mean, that's what, as dudes, that's what you're like, man, that's what we wanted, especially as younger. When you're younger, you're like, man, who getting the money, who getting all the girls, and that's what we gravitate towards. It was sad. It's like, I mean, we learn later on, but it's just crazy, like what environment can do to somebody's mindset.
And it's easy to shift that too. Like it's easy to be persuaded to do. You get what I'm saying? Like back in the day, I know it was jerseys. You had to wear a jersey. It had to be oversized. We had Jabot jeans, stuff like that, forces. But like, you had to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Then
you was getting roasted.
And then shout out to Beyonce coming out with that song, I Need a Soldier. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, everybody got to play hard to get a girl or get some attention.
Dang.
You had to throw hands or something to show tough.
Dang.
I definitely got into some fight.
And Nelly coming out with
that. Bro, what? And they banned that from school?
They did, bro. Wow, as you talking about this, dang, bro, that influence is crazy, bro. From the environment to the music. Dang, bro, because then if you you try to do something else, you lame, or you going to get roasted.
But nah, check this out, though. I'm going to hit you another one, because it's up your alley. If you couldn't dance when no girl trying to dance with you either. Think about that.
That's true.
So I never went to like the Oak Grove parties.
For real? Oh, you never got to
I never went, but I went to the school party.
Oh, you went to the school party. Okay, you still
You
got
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little bit.
Yeah.
I went out here though.
Yeah.
The only reason why, bro, because I felt like back then I knew my neighborhood. You know, I knew what happened around my neighborhood, stuff like that. But then when you talk about Durham, bro, Durham was off the chain back then, so you just ain't never know what would pop off, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I could have went to parties, you know what I'm saying? But I chose not to. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you smart. Cause God had his hand on me. Cause I was at a lot of parties, a lot of shooting.
Come on, huh?
A lot of shooting. Bro. I've died a lot of.
What was it like? Oak Grove boxing ring.
Yeah, boxing ring, Oak Grove, the Elks Lodge, Crestwood, Hotel.
That was like high school days, Crestwood, right?
Yeah, Crestwood.
Yeah. Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, Crestwood, bro. Yeah, it was a lot of, bro. It was a lot of parties. Those environments was not safe. But we didn't care. Like, we just wanted to get twerked on so bad, or you just wanted to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In them environments, man. Yeah, bro. It's funny. I'm glad you're talking about this. I didn't realize this stuff. As you talking about it, I'm like, yo, these are dangerous places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just living. Y'all just living out there.
We just living. And our parents was telling us too, like, but don't go to no parties. But they was right.
Bro. Wow. And it happened quick. One thing, the boxing, you hear about it till you come back to school, everybody talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, something popped off at this club, this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember they used to have the high school parties. They get one of the clubs over there off 54, 55. What is it, Rumble? Yeah. I know all that. Used to pop off out there all the time. And it's crazy. That's tough. So, all right, man. So, we got my boy Ron on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him again. I'm gonna let you tell the people what you do, bro.
Man, I do a lot, man. I'm a father first, you know what I'm saying? Son of God, comedian, actor, dancer, community leader, brother, son, king. You know what I'm saying?
Talk jump, bro. Talk jump.
But I'm an overall, entertainment encourager, man, leader, coach. But yeah, man, I'm an overall. My main thing I love doing is entertaining, man. Entertaining and community. That's probably my top values, man. But that's what I embody. You know, those are the gifts that God put inside me. And that's what I use to serve the world. Serve the world, man. So still learning more who I am, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Building and growing. And I'm enjoying the process, man. God is good.
Hey man, to be real, and I want y'all to catch something for y'all that like really are detailed people. Notice I didn't come out and say, oh, Ryan is a dancer. See what I'm saying? I let you have the floor, bro, because people try to put you in the box.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? Off of what you do, but they don't realize you're so much more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, man, like, shout out to you and all that you're doing, man, out here. And to be real, man, you've been blessing us for a long time, brother. Like, those that know you, bro, like, bro, going to school, bro, just saying you, bro, you always had good spirits. And, like, you would think you were reserved, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people, like, I feel like if people saw you, bro, they'd be like, bro, he don't talk.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't. Because I am a slightly reserved.
Yeah, slightly.
But it's crazy. I am crazy. Because when people see me crump, or they be like, bro, I didn't know you do dance like that. Or I didn't know you talk like that. But yeah, bro, I definitely do see. I was reserved a little bit in school, but I think it was, that's how I get my observations.
Right.
Like comedy is like observing things. Because you observe stuff and then you're like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
That's tough, man. And I feel like I was the same way a little bit, man. People used to be like, yo, why you don't try to hang with this crowd? Why you? Man, I was just for everybody, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the lame people, popular people, athletes, band heads. I knew everybody, you know what I'm saying? So like for me, like I wasn't trying to like really fit into a crowd, and it was easy to do. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be the guy that like when people think about Taiwan, like, yo, like he was always open. Like he ain't just had one group, bro. Like he always showed respect. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I want people to see me. So I was a little bit reserved, bro. But I don't know how trouble found me though.
That's one thing. That's why.
I don't know how trouble found me, boy, but it did,
Yeah, he found all of us, man. Yeah, Durham, Southern, I think the whole atmosphere of Southern, Hillside, Neil, Lowe's,
Neil was crazy.
Yeah, Neil, Lowe's, Grove, yeah. I be telling my daughter about the stuff. I'm like, yeah, no idea. Fighting in the bathroom, and,
quick
drugs. We was getting turned on. I was getting turned on in the 7th grade. It was bad, man. In 7th, 8th grade.
Man, that's crazy.
Like, that's when I look back, I'm like, nah. We need some more mentors.
We was wild. We was wild. Like, bro, I tell people, elementary school, I got my first kiss on the playground, at the top of the playground at Marymore.
Mm-hmm.
The girls was like, y'all, we're going to steal our parents' lipstick, whatever. We're going to come to school the next day. And I remember my boys, like, we was at the top.
Yeah.
Shorty came up there, had our little recess, kissed her. Boom. First kiss. Bro, we was grown, bro. So then imagine like 3rd grade, we was going behind the bookshelves, you know what I'm saying? Getting kisses, trying to slap them on the butt. You know what I'm saying? Like being real.
That's no social media.
No social media.
If we had social media, we would have destroyed ourselves.
Bro, we would have been terrible.
God knew not to give it to us.
Knew. They think they doing something now. Listen, I'm talking about, y'all have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. Funny, so then imagine middle school and then, going to the environment. I felt like Neil and like the schools in our city are like mini HBCUs.
And
you know what I'm saying? Like the culture be heavy.
The culture is heavy.
From music, dance, fashion. Like high school was definitely fashion.
Fraternity.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just so much to do. So it was like a mini HBCU. So you go in there, you can easily get love. You can be with the crowd or nobody know you.
It's true. You got to be in something.
Yeah, you got to be in something. So like, nah, that's crazy. So like, you made a statement about being twerked on, but I want to go back, bro, because we got to talk about the video, bro. On the refrigerator, the junk you came out with when you was like, hi, you used to be at the parties and somebody holding you up. We gotta talk about that, bro. Cause bro, I died, bro. I literally died laughing when I saw that, bro.
Yeah, that one hit 3 million, bro. I didn't know that's 3 million. Yeah, that hit 3 million on the ground. You gotta, look at it. I didn't know. You know what's funny? I didn't know that everybody around the world had that same experience. Yeah, because I was laughing. If you look at the comments and stuff, it's people. Yo, yeah, people don't know about the 2000s, the 90s, and the wall sweating. I'm like, bro, they know. Everybody knows. I didn't know it was going to resonate with so many people, bro. But yeah, that video is nothing but truth. Because that's what I do, man. I just showcase truth. You know what I'm saying? Or like an experience that I had. It just resonate with people, man. But it is funny, man, because everybody knows he was on that wall, like, and they was going wild, man. Parents don't know where we was at.
Hey, come on now. Or the skating ring. Now, the skating ring, like, it used to, like, that's where I was.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the skating ring, over there at Wills. Shout out to Wills. I know they just sold it and whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of taken away from the childhood, but like Wills used to be popping. And first off, to get in Wills, you had to look straight forward if you ain't know nobody, because that's everybody in the East, everybody, you know what I'm saying, was coming over the Wills. So like, it's bad fights and stuff that broke out there, but to get inside of Wills, it was it's almost like not WATL, that's ATL. You know what I'm saying? The movie is almost like that type of vibe. Yeah, Wills used to be thick. Like the wall, on the top of the little jump, people jumping off, the little lines and stuff. Like, I know we used to do our little jump to Nelly. The whole down, baby, your story, right? All that jump. We used to do we used to act like we smoking and passing.
Yeah.
Young.
Man.
That's
tough. I'm not gonna lie, it was some fun times, though. It was some fun times, but man.
We was terrible.
Shout out to God's grace. For real, he definitely was protecting us on a lot of things for sure.
Man,
Yeah.
so like, bro, here's the thing, bro. I gotta ask you. Knowing that the video hit 3 mil and then going back to where it started, what was that journey like? You know, because you're still on your journey, but just what inspired you first to really come out and start showing that personality? Where did you get your inspiration to be a dancer as well? Like, where did that come from?
I would say the journey started, and I think it was towards the beginning of high school.
Okay.
Because I think around like 9th, 10th grade, like through Neil, I was playing sports. I was like playing football, basketball, track, cross country.
I hated cross country.
I did too. I think I was doing, because everybody was doing sports. So that was the thing, like, and there was no like dance. There was no, if it was dance, it was like, girl, people thought you was gay, or if it was like ballet, you know what I'm saying? There was no street dance culture. So I had started, I think I had 9th, 10th grade, I was doing football, but then I was like, man, bro, I'm average. I started to know, like, bro, I'm not good at sports. Like, I was okay, but I wasn't like star power. I'm like, nah, this ain't my thing. And then I seen the fraternity when they started having Theta Phi Psi, and I think I had went to one of those step shows. I just seen the girls go crazy. I was like, dang, bro, the girls going crazy. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try to join this fraternity, bro. I'm gonna let me try something new. And then I did the fraternity, man, and then I just started. We had to learn how to step. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have rhythm at all, because they was like doing the, how, because you gotta have a rhythm. You gotta do Egyptians. I didn't know. I didn't have no rhythm, bro. And then, and I was number one on the line. And then from there, I learned. Once I started stepping, I learned rhythm. And then probably within that same year, my brother, he had seen the movie Rise. I don't know if y'all ever seen Rise. It's like a documentary about Crump, the style of Crump. He had came home, he had showed me the movie. He's like, bro, this movie crazy, bro. They crumping, and he was like, crump. I'm like, bro, you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was stupid. He was like, nah, bro, you gotta battle me, bro. Like, big brother stuff. He was like forcing me to battle him and stuff. So I kind of started liking it, because he would be practicing in the living room. I'm like, I might get into that. And I started getting into it. He would show me a little bit, and then we both kind of started like watching YouTube, like teaching ourselves.
Yeah.
And then people didn't know I was doing that on the low. And then I was still doing the step shows. And then sometimes the step shows, I would like do it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But people didn't know I was practicing. Me and my brother would battle each other. Like, we ain't had nowhere to do it, because there was no crumping going on. There was no street dance. There was none of that.
Yeah.
So there was this game. I think it was Northern versus Southern game. You know, the Northern versus Southern game pop. You know, all the football games pop. If you in the South, the football games, the band, like that's culture here for sure. But it was just one game, bro. This dude had started crumping on the other side, and this was like the night when I was like, I found like what I was really good at. This is kind of when I started becoming like popular, where people started seeing me, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never really been seen, because I always been like average within the sport, you know what I'm saying? If I run a track, I was coming to 5th place. Cross country, I was coming to 5th place. Basketball, I wasn't in the game that much, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this dude started crumping on the other side, and I was like, bro, someone just told me like, but this is my home. So I had came down to the end of the stands, bro, and I started battling, bro, right across the joint.
Was that in the stadium?
This is at the stadium.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that?
I remember that
night? I think I still got a picture on Facebook, because we all had took a picture together, like the whole class. I think it was 2009. But I remember what I had on. I had a Lakers jersey on. I remember everything, bro. But I'll never forget, like, he was crumping, and then I started crumping, bro. And that's when everybody was like going crazy, bro. And that was the first time I was like, that's what started my whole dance journey. I'm like, dang, I think I found my thing. You know what I'm saying? When I found my thing, I'm like, woo, that jump felt amazing, bro. Because then the next day, everybody was rocking with me, and then from there, school, I was getting prominent pep rallies, and then that's how the whole journey started. You know what I'm saying? And then we got into jigging, and I just stayed on the path, man. I just felt like kind of God set it up for me. Because as I look back, it seems orchestrated to get the rhythm first and then to be into the dance.
Right.
It seemed like it was like set up. You know what I'm saying, but yeah, that's how I got started on the journey, man. I just never stopped.
Yo, that's big. And then I think so. I want to go back to something you said. You was like you and your brother would sit down and like watch YouTube, like you would study.
Yeah, and I probably did it. Sometimes we would do it together, or sometimes we would do it separate.
But y'all was putting in time.
We was putting in time. We was learning.
And I think that's like where I'm going with this is, I think that's different now when you say stuff like that because so many people want a handout.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So many people be like, oh, because you doing it, I could just come and ask you. Versus, well, have I sat down and watched the video before? Have I put in the work, put in the time? Have I failed, like tried and failed?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so that's big, the fact that, because I remember like, so I wanted to hoop. I ain't hoop Southern because my grades, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hurt. But I remember sitting down in front of the computer all the time. Me, Yellow, Mark, like all of us just watching basketball, watching people boom, boom, boom. But we study, you know what I'm saying? So then when you get on the court or you're in gym class, you put what you know to the test. You see what I'm saying? So like the fact that you study, the crazy part about this is your biggest moment started in a stadium.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that, bro. You're right.
Because you had videos from the street, but that was more like after that, right?
Yeah. Right. That was the biggest. And it was more hidden. It was kind of hidden for a while.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't, people wasn't seeing us. Because me and my brother, we used to like, dang, bro, we don't got nowhere to do prompt sessions. Because who prompts?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We ain't got nowhere to, do the stuff that we love doing. And I think the reason we was able to teach ourselves is because we loved it. Like when you have that desire, you don't really care about like how long it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Or, that wasn't even on mind. It's just that you got a desire. You had a computer like, oh, what is that? The crip walk, because the crip walk is part of prompt. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the basic footwork in prompt. So
I know that.
I'm looking on YouTube. I'm looking at a crip walk. And I'm just stepping by the computer and I'm looking at it. I'm dang, but it's a fire, bro. And I'm not like, I'm not distracted, or I'm not like, man, bro, I need to know now. Yeah, bro, gotta be a strong desire for sure.
Man, that's crazy. So like getting into it. So you had your moment at the stadium. Shout out to the stadium. Oh no, what's that? That's wintertime too, right? Football. It's football game, right? Or was it?
I can't remember. I don't know if it was winter because I remember I had on a short sleeve. I didn't have a coat on.
I know one of them nights we played Northern one year. It was cold.
Oh yeah, it'd be cold.
It was cold. I was over there in the band freezing.
Yeah, it'd be cold. Sure. But no, I think that night was probably a little bit more.
Yeah, so like going from that, I guess like at that point you had your moment. What did you start to vision for yourself? Like what was those dreams? Like, all right, I just had a moment, people rocking with me, come back to school, people talking. But as far as the actual art itself, like, did you start having dreams about it? Like, did you start like visioning yourself in certain places?
Question. I don't think I did. I think I was just kind of happy, like, because my homie Damo, he's a dancer at the school because he started crumping too. And Damo used to get his gigs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because he was already dancing before crump. So I think I don't think I really kind of got in the vision mode because I think when that popularity started hitting in, it was getting me girls, you know what I'm saying? So I think I was enjoying that. I think I was in a moment of like, yeah, we're gonna keep crumping. We crumping here. You know, we at the parties crumping, we jigging, you know what I'm saying? But I think I never really I did kind of be like, I've always wanted to be like, man, I want to continue to dance.
Yeah.
But I think I just didn't really, I think in Durham, the level of exposure didn't kind of allow me to envision anything. And I think around the people I was hanging with didn't either. Because who I was hanging with, the only move was where the party at, what we wearing, how we get in there, and then and what dances we got prepared for the party. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you that committed, cause you like the girls gonna be there. We got cranked that. We had the crib practicing and everything, but crank that Batman like. So there was never really any, and nobody was talking about anything motivational. You wasn't seeing anybody like I didn't know that you could go to battles. I didn't know battles was a real thing. I didn't know you could earn income from dance. Like I was not aware of anything. So I wouldn't say I wasn't really envisioning anything. Probably not till like later on. You know, moving up to when I was about to move to Cali, or when my parents kind of was giving me an ultimatum of like not dancing and going to the military. I think that's when you kind of start thinking like, oh damn, bro, I got to do something. You know what I'm saying? When life started getting real, but yeah, I was in the moment so much, man. I don't think I was really. I knew I was gonna continue to dance. Like I knew that was my thing. I just didn't know where to move forward from. So I just never really had those visions yet.
That's a bet. So I gotta ask. So not having vision and then you in it and then you move out, you know what I'm saying, kind of across country, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was your like toughest moment, I want to say, on your journey?
Like moving or
before the move? Like before the move and then during the move. Like, how was the move? Like, what was your toughest moment where you had to like really kick in and be like, you know what, I got to keep going.
These are some real questions, bro. Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The two toughest moments, the one toughest moment is like your family not rocking with you, dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents did. I'm not trying to like bash my parents or nothing like that because they're good people. But I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they wasn't really rocking with it at all. They wasn't like, cause from old school, they looking for stability. They're looking for something that's going to be secure for your future, which is understandable.
Right.
So, their intention isn't to necessarily, which I learned later on as I grew and had a better understanding. Their intentions aren't to stop your dream or whatever. But during that time, man, it was hard because you like, man, I found something I love to do, but you don't support, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing the crumpet stuff by myself. If I go to events, I was pulling up by myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And my brother, he went to the military at 18, so he was gone. So he stopped. He wasn't from it. So yeah, it was just me. So that was one of the hardest things is like having your family like try to get you to go to the military and tell you like, because before I moved to Cali, because my brother, he's the one that lived in Cali.
Okay.
And I was I think around like 22 and I was trying to figure out like, I was a party promoter, but it was just like getting to the point where it's just like, I had to, my parents was kind of pushing me like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, either you gonna have to get out or you gonna go to the military. But my brother was like getting married in California and I was going out there for the wedding. So I had a round trip ticket already. And that was around the time I was like, man, I was working at Target. I can't be out here no more, bro. It was just one of them times I was like, all right, they said I got to do something. Because I was selling weed. I ended up selling weed. My mom found like my stash and she was disappointed in me. And I'm like, bro, what I'm doing, bro? What are you doing?
That's tough. Not you the plug.
Yeah. I'm the whole plug, you know? I was selling weed, bro, like, because, I was smoking a lot. So when I was smoking, you knew everybody that smoked. So, it was easy to sell it. But, yeah, my mom found it. She didn't even say nothing. She was disappointed. I was like, damn, bro, I got to make a move. But, yeah, they tried to get me to go to the military. They sat me down. you can go to the military. This dance stuff ain't work. Like that joint really did hurt. At that moment, you like, dang. But I would say, yeah, I got over that, man. I still went to Cali. I asked my brother if I could move. I'm like, man, I get a job here. He was like, good. He was like, cool. And then when I moved to Cali, I think it was tough being in a whole new environment and, you know, having a darn mindset. Or you kind of have a not even just a darn mindset, a mindset of your family. You only know what you know. And then when you move, you're like, man, I don't know nobody. Yeah, so I think that was tough. The first few weeks or month I was out there, I was depressed. Hella depressed, because I didn't really know what to do. Or I didn't know what to move forward to. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was the toughest thing, was to get over that new place, that new environment, the new ways of learning. And even my brother and his girl and his wife, they wasn't rocking the dance either. And that was another one that was tough, because he the one that taught me. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was the same thing with them. I wouldn't say they was completely against or anything like that, but they also sat me down. Like, you know, you need to go to the to the military, which is understandable, because like I said, now I understand they just want the best for you. So their intention is love. They do want to help. But that was another hard thing to overcome. But I'm glad I continued to kept going. Then it's like we here now. And all the stuff that I was able to experience, develop, connections. I'm just glad I didn't stop.
Bro, that's deep, bro.
But then was some tough, yeah, bro. Then when I tell you tough times, bro, like them was tough times. Like I didn't know what to do, bro. But I think what I learned is, if you just keep going, like if you outlast it, it's everything that you want is on the other side of you outlast. But if you don't, if whatever you're going through, if you don't outlast it, you give up or you go the other way, everything that you was working for, dreaming for, envisioning, like it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's all everything you want was on the other side of that, all that pain. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you in pain, you also keep going. I think Eric Thomas said that he was like, if you in pain, you better get something for it.
Yeah, you got to get something for it.
Get something for it.
They say no pain, no gain. But we done heard it all our lives. You know what I'm saying? There's beauty in the struggle. Shout out to J. Cole with Dreamville coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
You know? There's beauty in the struggle, man. And a lot of times people try to run from it. You know what I'm saying? I relate to you in the sense of, like, you may have dreams and ideas, and like I was at a point where, I know that I want to go full time in speaking.
Yeah.
Like, I know I want to do ministry and go to different schools and talk to kids and talk to, you know what I'm saying, different people or whatnot, about just adversity or being accountable. But, when you feel like you don't really have the backing that you should have, that junk hurt, bro. It hurt. And then I know the biggest thing for me too is, like, I know, like, so I always talk about my dad, because I feel like me and my dad have a beautiful relationship now. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, like, I tell people I wasn't rocking with him like that, because I felt like even at my sporting events or being in the band, stuff like that, man, I just wanted him present more, and I mean, whatever reasons he had, is his reasons. You know what I'm saying? If he was working sometime, like, which I know he was working sometime, you know what I'm saying? That's cool too. But having a father around, having a dad around is big. And that's one of the first things you kind of talked about, like, saying, I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that's a big moment. So, like, I remember, bro, like, just spitting out. But then I know he got his dreams and visions too. So it's hard to live out what you feel like you called to do.
Yeah.
And then you still gotta do this and help this person and help that person along the way, or consider what they saying, you know what I'm saying? Because it do something to you as a person.
It does, man. But you can, like I'm the living testament now. I found out I had a daughter. moved here. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have to move from California. I didn't want to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just like, even though, but as a father, I'm like, man, it's gonna be important for me to be in her life because, you know, for kids, man, they need their parent, bro. And I know how it feels to not have nobody in your corner, as in like support and emotional support, but being there for you, like present, like you said, the things you've done. Because I never like all the stuff of playing like sports and doing my dance. I never had nobody present. You know what I'm saying? Never had nobody present, bro. Even with all the dance stuff, even when I went to Cali and I was doing stuff, and I never had nobody present. I did like, so you think you can dance? And I even broke down when I was at So You Think You Can Dance because I had made it past the first round, um, but then I didn't make it past the next one. But that one thing that broke me down was I seen everybody with their families, you know, and when they didn't make it, their family was there to embrace them, and I ain't had nobody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I even had to go to therapy to like deal with like low self-esteem or like low self-worth. Because if you don't have like love and affection in your family, that does something to a kid to where it's like, you know, even like, let's say as a parent, you had to work a lot, but the kid, as it translates to the kid, is you don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those are the things that's being taught to the kid, or a kid is feeling neglected. So that does something to their mind as they grow up. You know what I'm saying? But I made that move. Like I came down here for my daughter. I'm like, man, I don't want to be down here, and I still don't like being here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm gonna still make it happen from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And I still can be there for her. You know what I'm saying? I still have to figure out how to be there for her. And I don't know. I don't be knowing what I'm doing sometimes. But God will help you, man. He'll help you. If you don't have people to help you, he'll send people. You don't know what to do, you know, you may not get the answer immediately, but it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna build you. But yeah, that joint, if you know, as a parent, you can still be a good parent. You can still um, chase your dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I guess like from the pain that you felt, man, it's good because I know before we was talking, man, and you were just like, man, you want possible stuff to do with your daughter, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you motivated to be a dad, man, and that's different because a lot of guys can be like, yo, I got a kid on the way, but I ain't trying to be present. You know what I'm saying?
They're doing that for sure.
Let's take a DNA test. That ain't my kid.
Yeah.
Who she been messing with? You feel what I'm saying? So like the fact that you accepted that responsibility, you know what I'm saying? That's dope, man. I like to see it because I ain't got no kids yet, but you know, eventually I want to have that, you know, and I want to be that dad, you know what I'm saying, to my kids and be present.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's dope.
Yeah.
In fact, to hear that, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
important, man, because they our parents dictate our future. You know what I'm saying? And of course, when we grow up, we can change our mind and we can learn new things. But it's like if you a parent, bro, you programming your kid. Like all the stuff you do with them, the stuff you tell them, the conversations you have with them, the schools you allow them to go to, the people you allow them to be around, like they're being programmed right now to when they get 16, 17, 18. Because you know, once that programming get in there deep, it's like it's hard to change. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like people in the hood, like somebody been in the hood their whole life and they've only seen drugs, they've only seen a certain thing, they've been programmed to be survival. Because if you in the East, you like, bro, you gotta keep a stick on you. You gotta keep a gun on you because you never know.
You gotta know how to fight.
Or you gotta know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's a program. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like once you start getting into you start growing up and you like 26, 28, that programming is still in there. So you might be at work, you might have that survival, you know, program, and you may, you know what I'm saying? So they have to learn. And that's what happened to me when I went to Cali. It kind of gave me a new programming because now I'm seeing new things or things I've never done. And you like certain things won't work as you get older. Like certain things that you try to do, it won't work in like workplaces or school, and you have to become a new person, especially if you're trying to achieve something or be successful at something, you have to become a whole new person for you to be able to even manifest that.
That's big.
Yeah,
That's big. And it's all a mental thing.
it's all a mental thing, bro. That's what I actually been working on recently, man. I just been working on reprogramming myself.
Yes.
Because I noticed I done a lot of therapy and I done a lot of journaling, bro. And you just realize, like, oh, I just got to get that program out of me. I just got to get that out of me and add this new program. I got to add this wealth mindset to me. I got to add this healthy way of thinking to where I'm eating healthy, or to where I think about money different. You know what I'm saying? Because your family may have thought a certain way. Um, that's why they wouldn't let you. That's why parents may not agree with something you do. Like if a kid now, like I'm trying to be a Twitch streamer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Parents gonna be like, what? Because you can make money from video games.
Right.
So it's like, what? You trying to make money from video games? But it's just like, now it's a new program. You can do that. This kid's making millions right now, unboxing toys on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Candy. Bro. Yo.
3 years old, he got more money than me.
Bro, it's bananas out here, And you see that, you be like, yo.
You at work, busting. You at work on the clock, you on break, you know what I'm saying? On YouTube getting millions of views. You like, what?
And then it's consistent. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just one. It's like, yo, like, these young.
Yeah, bro.
Like, God, makes sense.
It's a different time, man. But I think the city of Durham, and that's why I keep building myself up, because I'm like, okay, once I really get this mastery, I could come reprogram people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But in a I guess reprogram, you can say it's brainwashing, but it's like brainwashing people to believe in themselves, brainwashing people to really think more highly of themselves, to be more confident, to be more healthy, to be more open-minded, and, to expose themselves to things that they never really seen, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, and that's real. And I know, like, you was teaching classes at one point too, right?
Yeah, I taught a lot of classes out there, bro. A lot of dance classes. Yeah, I taught a lot, and I taught at elementary school twice. The second time was crazy. I had like 15 classes, kindergarten through 5th grade. Yeah, kindergarten.
Well, it's crazy. I just had an idea. I'm gonna give it to you. So if people want to listen to this podcast, they ain't gonna know.
Yeah, it's good.
But you ever thought about getting into like corporate wedding type ordeals? And when I say this, it's because think about a wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people like to do dances, right, for their spouses.
Mm.
You ever thought about, being that person they can call to be like choreograph like something for us for the wedding?
I haven't. Somebody did bring that up to me a minute ago, because I used to help this dude. Because I MC too, and I helped. I didn't get to finish, man, but I was training with this dude to MC weddings.
Okay,
and that was right before I moved back out here. But now you say that, I'm like, man, that is a good idea, because they was dancing definitely at the weddings. But no, I have, man. Not necessarily that, but I have thought about other ways. I think I think sometimes when you got like multiple talents, you don't know exactly how to organize it or which one to really hone in on.
Right.
But that's a good idea. I definitely been trying to think of other ways to make money with my gifts, rather than like doing. Because right now I be doing Uber and stuff.
Yeah.
Just be taking up too much time.
And so that means y'all got to support more. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to go subscribe to the channel. Look, send some stars on Facebook.
Man.
Send some money. Something, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere I can help too, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You did one for me, so you know what I'm saying? It's always been respect, bro. Like,
sure.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we was always around each other, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was always like mutual respect when I seen you, bro. Like, we laughing at something, like, around some people. It's always dope.
Nah, it was cool.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, any way I can support, hopefully when the brand blow up myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, You know what I'm saying? I gotta look out for sure.
Sure.
You know?
Appreciate it, bro.
Cause that's real, bro. Like a lot of people don't like to tell their stories. Like,
yeah.
The reason why I bring people on is
To be real.
because as an entrepreneur too, and like you, an artist and everything you are, a father and all that, income is important, but you lose a lot of dollars trying to make it. What they say, scared money don't make money. You got to invest money to make it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to lose the profit. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So like, it's true. It's one of those things. And so like, when you say that, I'm hearing your story and I'm hearing everything. It's like, man, like, yo, God got you. And the fact, and that's what I want to get to. The fact that you even speak about God, and this ain't the first time. Like you have done it on live, you have done it on your story. You know what I'm saying? And you talk about them, and like I think that's a beautiful thing because a lot of people learn from them. You know what I'm saying? When really like it's cool to live for God. Yeah, we may have another life we came from stuff like that, but the root of it is if I have to live my life for God so you can get to know who He is, that's my job. And in obedience, I got to do that, even through my gifts and my talents. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I respect that for sure, man. So, like, why is your faith so heavy in God?
Man, bro, I would say, for one, I am thankful that my mom instilled it in me at a young age, like, had me in church, even though, I think church was very religious back then. But I think that them instilling it to me at a young age planted that seed. Because I honestly, bro, to be real, like I didn't really experience God till I moved to Cali. You know what I'm saying? To where I experienced Him as an actual like relationship. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really I've had certain encounters, and I started to realize because like I said, man, I didn't have no support, man. But I noticed that God will bring people, like He'll make things happen. And sometimes you won't notice it until you look back. Dang, show. Because there's no way that was like orchestrated that way. But I would say that once I went to Cali, I think when you suffer, it brings you closer to it. Like when you have to like go through things, you got to grow and you got to do things where you have to depend on them. Because to do real enormous big things in this life, it's like you gotta depend on him. And you need his character. You know what I'm saying? Because that way you won't be doing this, for fame, or you won't be doing this to be seen. It's like he can trust you with influence. He can trust you with money because he know you're gonna do the right things with it. He know you're gonna do it to uplift his people and take his community to another level and help the next generation. But yeah, I would say just that going through troubled times and God just bringing things in my life. Like the therapy I was doing was the therapist that was for the Sacramento Kings, the NBA team. Okay. I ended up getting up. I ended up doing therapy with their therapist for free. And he only did professional athletes. And God's the only person that can set that up. So it was, and even right now, like right now, I got free flights with United. God said that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, I got to move back. But I end up getting blessed with free flights. Now that I moved back, it's like now He made it to where I can still travel.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a blessing.
So I think a lot of people, which I understand, the religious stuff is great. When you start getting to church and stuff, you're like, all right, some of these people ain't never really encountered God, or they don't really, some people is on putting it up for a show too.
It's emotional.
Yeah, it's emotional and it's not. I've done it too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's a program. It's like a religious programming. But once you start getting to your own relationship and you realize God run everything and He really will orchestrate everything, it's just like, man, I've seen Him too much. He's helped me so much, especially even when I came back here, it was hard. It's hella hard. You know what I'm saying? It's still a challenge right now, but it's like, that relationship is everything, man. I give Him the glory for everything. And everything that people are about to see that's going to happen to me,
Come on, talk big, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I got there's some big feelings of some crazy. I just came back from Paris. It's like, bro, it's some big things coming, and it's people gonna be they gonna be. How you do that? Oh, God, bro, ain't nothing else I can tell you, bro. Like,
but that's real because your hands is off of it. Yeah, you recognize who's done it for you. And I know that's a struggle for some people who really like tap into God, man. But it's really a relationship, man.
It's a struggle for me. Yeah, it ain't like it's never been like super perfect where I'm like always confident in God. I've always believed. It's like try to do your own thing for a while. You cry, you get mad at God. You don't know where He at. You run away from Him for a little bit. You come back. Like, that's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? But then after a while, the more you mature, you like, oh, dang, this is really Him. Especially when you try to run out and experience other things. You like, I'm going back to God. This ain't it. You know run with it. This ain't it, bro. I done been around on the dark side and try to do all those other things, man. Yeah. You just like, bro. And not even that, like when you go observe other people's lives, you're like, because I was going to LA and I started meeting like high level like choreographers or like dancers I would see on TV. Like, bro, they would be broke. And I'm like, because on social media, you be like, this person doing it, look. And then you actually go to these places and you like, bro, these people are not living good like you think. And I'm like, man, they're not really character-wise too. They're not good people. You know what I'm saying? Or they may be double crossing people, or they may be like during the pandemic, hella dancers start getting exposed, like messing with younger people and like all this stuff be coming out. Similar to the P. Diddy stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But a lot of you start to realize like that's why I think the people they need to like go expose themselves to the world. Because at first because you be questioning a guy like, bro, how this person got money or how this person doing this, and then once you go see it for real, you be like, oh, this ain't what I don't want that. I want to stay with you.
Yeah.
Because everything with you, the path is it may be a little bit more longer, but when you get it, it's gonna be permanent. It's gonna be, and you're gonna get it with good character. You ain't gonna have to do nothing outside your character. You ain't gonna have to get tickled. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to do none of that weird stuff, bro. You ain't got to do none of that weird stuff. You ain't gonna have to sell your soul. You ain't got to double cross nobody. You ain't got to do none of that stuff that people doing, bro. And you can get it the right way, man. So yeah, he's the way. And I want to be that example that you can still be cool, you can still dress cool, you can still hang with people. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can still listen to, music. I mean, certain music I don't listen to no more, but you can still do everything. Travel, you can have multiple streams of income, you can still be wealthy, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, people, you think you go to God, people think it's over. Like you can't do like,
or like the struggle don't supposed to happen for you because you came to God. Did Jesus not say, Father, is there another way? Please pass this cup. Like, come on now. Take this cup from me.
Yeah, it seemed like the struggle might be may increase.
Because you're getting attacked though more too. Like you feel like the God, the advocates, the enemies.
Nah, for real.
Advocates like that.
They pull up on you, man. But it's a little bit of both. You'll notice that God creates situations for you to grow. And that's why it's important to be in a relationship with him so you can be able to discern that. Because some people think it's the devil doing stuff when it's actually God set stuff.
Come on, man. Say that again.
You know what I'm saying? People, and then they running away from their setup.
Come on, man.
And that's why it's important to stay in that close relationship, you know what I'm saying? So you can walk in confidence, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, you don't want to be out here running behind all these people that ain't really living like how they talking. And then they do got money. They're not helping the community. They're not lifting people. So they're not showing us how to get it.
Bro, that's crazy.
They're not showing us.
Bro, so I got two things real quick. First, man, your craziest moment in your performing arts career, because like we said, you way more. But in your performing arts career, what's the biggest moment, craziest moment? that you experienced? Good, like something good.
I would say the one that's coming to mind right now, I would say one of the greatest ones was me doing a gig for the dude that created Vans. Oh, the creator of Vans. You know Vans, right?
Yeah,
Shoot. Yeah, but I went to the actual Vans headquarters in LA, and we did like this was like during the pandemic. We did a commercial, it was like a real commercial with Vans. They had like a skateboarder, dancers, artists. It was like a collaboration of artists. Mm-hmm. And I think seeing the Vans headquarters was crazy. That jump was huge. And actually just meeting the dude that made, like, you know, he's like, this dude's full-time.
Yeah.
But to see him performing there and to meet him, amazing. But to see him like he was outside sweeping, and I'm like, bro, he the millionaire, but he outside sweep, like, bro, was cool, like. But to see, actually, like, to meet him in person though, and experience that, bro, and to see somebody like a humble millionaire like that, I think that was definitely one of my greatest moments. And then I'm gonna add one more. I would say performing. I would say performing in this theater show, and it was like a Fox theater, and it was like a Halloween show, and I was a vampire. Show was sold out too, but coming out and then all the little kids want to take pictures with you and stuff. Yeah, that was probably one of my biggest shows. Yeah, I think that was definitely a huge moment, man, to see people, to see you as like the kids, to be like fans of you. You know what I'm saying? It really feels good, bro. Yeah, I would say those are two of my craziest. I got so many though.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
I got so many.
I can only imagine, but that's a good thing, man. Just having moments created like that that you can remember, you know. And then once we talked about our city, I know in other cities too, man. Kids need to hear that, man. Like, it's more than what you think in your city. Definitely, you know. So to experience those things, you know what I'm saying? We can't say that it don't happen or can't happen.
Yeah,
because it did happen. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So I think the biggest thing, man, the last thing that I want to like finish off with is, for one, bro, like, I appreciate you again. Of course. Two, I just prayed like that our hearts be examined by God, and that like He really bless us to be able to move in the city as well as other places. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you desire, you know, the good things of your heart, you know what I'm saying, that you desire, that's in alignment with God. But I pray He blesses you with it for sure, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying? He gonna show out for you. You know what I'm saying?
He been doing it already.
Yeah, so it's gonna be huge, bro. Like, I'm excited to keep on watching, and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, we in this thing together. So, bro, like, I just pray peace and blessings over your life, bro, for sure.
Appreciate it, bro.
And lastly, man, like, just tell the people where they can find you at, and if you want to leave another message for them, that's fine. And we'll just
for sure. I can find me on Instagram at Jigman23, TikTok at Jigman23, YouTube, Jiggy Jokes, Media. I think that's pretty much it. I think it's all the platforms. And I would say, man, message. Just find out what God placed inside of you. Because, you know, he's placed some gifts inside of you. You just got to discover. They already there. It ain't like something that you got to go find. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that you have to discover and ask them to help you know what it is so you can manifest yourself. But definitely look for that and stick with that. Get in it like a vehicle, stay in that vehicle, you know what I'm saying? The vehicle gonna take you different places, up and down, left, right, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you wanna stay in it because that vehicle is going to the right place. And it's important to hold on to that so you can be yourself and manifest like your true identity of who you are. Because we need whatever you got inside of you, we need that. You know what I'm saying? The world needs it. We got enough imitators out here trying to imitate everybody else, be somebody else. But it's like, nah, you got something in you, man. It don't matter where you come from. It don't matter if you got both parents, one parent, if you're an orphan, if you're homeless, like it doesn't matter. Where none of that matters. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hold on to that. Ask God to help you. He'll help you. And yeah, don't listen to the naysayers, man. Don't listen to them, man. You go anywhere you want to go, man. Don't listen to them.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, that's it, man. I appreciate you having me, bro. Sure. It was a great conversation. I think you probably one of the first people to really ask me these type of questions. So it really, really made me realize too. So thank you, bro.
You already know. And you know we can't get out of here. I need your top five dances all time. Movements.
Top 5 dances?
Dances.
Oh, top 5 dances. Yeah. Do it matter? Like styles or like trends? Or?
It don't matter. If it was popping, your top 5. What's your top 5?
Crank That Batman for sure.
Ooh.
Crank That Batman was crazy. Jigging. Hey. I'm Jigman 23, so gotta put the jigging in there, man. Jigging is still out here. Crump, you know Crump.
Okay.
The heel toe.
Ooh.
The heel toe was a major. And what's the last one? I would say the whoa. Yeah.
The whoa?
Whoa.
That's tough.
You know, whoa. Yeah, that one was hitting. Yeah, I still do it. So yeah.
Hey, that's top 5, man. That's Ron, top 5.
Top 5.
See, I already know how it go. Make sure y'all follow him. Also, follow Eternity Living brand. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Facebook. Get my personal one, T.Austin22. And just remember to love as Christ is to live as Christ. As to live as Christ is to love as Christ. And for people who not believers, to love is to live, as to live is to love. So like, just make sure you remember, like, you could be in that same spot as somebody who's doing worse than you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And what God wants us to do and what you should do as a human being is just show that person some love. You know, some love, some respect. You know what I'm saying? And help them. And if you can't help them, don't hate them. You know what I'm saying? Don't step on them while they down. Just peacefully walk away. But if you can help them, be a helping hand, reach out. You feel me? All right, we out. Boom.
Peace.